All right, California anglers, big week with the Sierra opener. Also, just a heads up that salmon season is going to be open in an extremely limited capacity this year. That's right. California's recreational ocean salmon fishing is back for 2025, open for at least 5 days. That's right. Just 5 days are guaranteed, with more potentially being added if the harvest guideline quotas aren't met. Keep in mind that commercial fishing stays completely closed for the 3rd year. Our California salmon season map and guide drops in 2 weeks, so make sure you're signed up on the site to get access when it drops. With that said, let's get into this week's California fish plants. NorCal anglers have plenty of options this week, with fresh trout plants hitting waters across the region, from East Bay Lakes all the way up to the Oregon border. Bay Area spots including Del Val, Quarry Lakes, Chabot, and Contra Loma are each receiving 1,000 pounds of Mt Lassen trout. If you head past Sacramento, spots like Stumpy Meadows, Scotts Flat, and the North Fork of the Yuba River are all getting plants. The big push is starting for Shasta County, with Deer Creek and the South Fork of Battle Creek getting plants. Multiple areas of Hat Creek and Burney Creek are getting stocked, and if you've been here before, you already know how amazing these spots are. Baum Lake and Iron Canyon Reservoir are worth checking too. On Shasta Lake's western side, Whiskeytown Lake offers great fishing, especially before summer crowds arrive, along with Clear Creek, which flows right into it. Further north, several spots on the Trinity, Carville Pond, and Coffee Creek are getting plants. Near the Oregon border, Trout Lake is getting stocked, while Freshwater Lagoon covers the coastal options. Standouts from last week based on last week's reports include San Pablo Reservoir that planted 4,500 pounds of catfish. Collins Lake added 1,000 pounds of trout, and East Bay Lakes including Lake Chabot, Temescal, Quarry, and Shadow Cliffs all received 1,000 pounds of Mt Lassen each. The standout pattern here is Quarry and Lake Chabot, since both are getting back-to-back weekly plants of 1,000 pounds of Mt Lassen, including this week. Also, Los Vaqueros received 1,000 pounds, and Lake Amador got 800 pounds. Lots of other spots across NorCal got plants too, so check the full list on the site for complete details. Eastern Sierra areas are getting plants with the Sierra opener approaching, and higher elevation spots in Central California are picking up too. Above New Melanus, you've got Angels Camp. Head up Highway 108 to find the start of river and creek plants along sections of the Stanislaus River. Pinecrest Lake is scheduled for plants this week as well. Tuolumne River sections and West Walker areas will be getting plants this week as well. Other creeks in the region are also scheduled for drops. These spots are really great to hike into and are extremely popular with fly fishermen. Also, you can expect this whole Bridgeport area to offer prime fishing conditions, so places like Twin Lakes, Robinson Creek, and Bridgeport Reservoir are all solid options. June Lake got some trophy trout going in. A little bit underneath Mammoth Lake, you have Convict Lake, which is really good. You have Baker Creek and Big Pine Creek as you go lower. Also really good for fly fishermen especially, but you can definitely use regular spinning rods too as you get lower towards more Central California. Most of what you'll find are holdovers from last week's plants. Then, as we get to SoCal, surprisingly, this extended trout season is really going on. Up top, you have Victorville with the Mojave Narrows. This is going to be a CDFW plant, but it looks like San Bernardino Parks is still planting trout. They should have catfish plants coming up shortly, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Lake Gregory, always a great place. Other San Bernardino parks include Glen Helen, Yucaipa over on the east side. Past Redlands near Riverside, you have Rancho Jurupa and Cucamonga Guasti in Ontario. You also have Prado planting, another good San Bernardino park. Going more towards LA, you have Yorba Linda planting this week. Last week, Santa Ana River Lakes planted some lightning trout from Mt Lassen. And this is their last trout plant, so if you want big ones, this is the place to go. You also got Carbon Canyon and Tri-City Lakes. Interesting that these Irvine areas are still planting. As long as the weather permits, keep going. You also got Ralph Clark, La Mirada, Cerritos, and El Dorado all planting. Towards El Monte, Leg Lakes is planting again. You have Echo Park Lake, and all the way past Burbank, you have Hanson Dam Lake. Really good for SoCal with this extended season. Go down further south and you'll see that both Huntington Park Lake and Laguna Niguel are planting. Then all the way to the further east side, you have Little Lake and Lake Hemet. Lake Hemet has consistently been planting, so if you want a multi-species day, that's the place to go since it's not just trout there. People are catching huge bass and crappie. And as we wrap up with San Diego, we have Lake Wolford continuing to plant. This is going to be a CDFW plant, so just keep that in mind. You have Lake Miramar, and then you have Santee Lakes. Santee Lakes is going to be catfish. This is going to be 1,000 pounds following their opener, so tons of catfish there. You also have Lake Jennings and Lake Murray, so fishing in San Diego is still going strong. That does it for this week. Remember, you can get the full list as well as this map on the site. Check out what's planning near you, and if you found this useful, let us know in the comments below where you're fishing this week. Hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all our weekly fishing reports. Tight lines, and we'll catch you all next week.